Welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm for episode 5 with me, MrSealyp. I'm back at the store again. What a surprise. And the money has dropped again. What a surprise. We are, day 2, mid-spring. We've been spraying, we've been cultivating, getting everything ready for seeding. So now it is time to seed. If I have a quick look, temperatures are okay for wheat, barley and canola, which is what I mentioned in the last episode. I'm going to do one field with wheat. I do want to do a field of soybean, which I might, that's not quite ready yet. That'll have to wait probably till the 3rd day of spring, I'm thinking. What else do I need to do? Well, I need to get the seeder and the equipment ready to go. So as far as seeders go, so I said it's going to be go big or go home. I've got the new HORSCH aggravation pack. This is very, very nice. The Evo. It's a bit of a monster. 12. Well, that says CS, but it's a HORSCH Evo. You think I'd remember it, wouldn't you? If I'm literally just buying it in the store. The HORSCH. That's cultivators. Oh, there we go. 12375. It's a 12 meter seeder. It was 178,000. It was something like 30 slots. Now I know it says 2 there now. That's because I've bought one already. Once you've bought the first one, if you buy subsequent ones, the slot count's much lower. To buy the HORSCH Maestro is 23 slots. Had I gone for the in-game, the vanilla versions, the 9 meter HORSCH Pronto and Maestro, that would have been 11 slots and 10 slots. It would have been a lot easier to do that, but I wanted to do something a bit different. Well, the thing about that being as well, that you can just see a little bit of blue through there. I've got the Challenger, I've got the whole Matera variant. I thought I need a 3rd tractor, something that's going to be able to pull this. I've gone for, and I haven't used this very often, I've gone for a New Holland T8.435. I've gone with twin wheels to start off with because I need to pull this and do the seeding. That will then be changed to either wides or whatever I need to. I could have gone for just twin rears, but I thought that looked a bit menacing. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get around the streets actually. But I need to fill up first, so let's jump in. Well, that sounds nice. It looks crazy with those twins. That update, whenever it was, wasn't the last one I don't think, where a lot of the tractors got different wheel packages, because I'm pretty sure you couldn't do twins on this originally. This is mad bit of kit. Okay, so let's get this filled with seed. This seeds and fertilises, which will be quite handy. Pretty crazy when you think this is 435 horsepower and this is the smaller of my 3 tractors. What a crazy world we're living in. Now the question is, can I get this where I need to get it to go? This is a massive seeder as well. I know it's a new bit of kit and you think, oh, it'd be really cool, I'll use that, but blimey. Is this really the map for it? That is the question. I'm not sure now. But let's start filling up. I may end up doing some off-season forestry, depends how much money I spend. Now please tell me this is going to put more seed than fertiliser. That's how the balance needs to be. Wow, I've never done that before. Okay. Perfect. Right, what I'm going to do is field 2. I think I'm going to put the wheat in that field because I'm probably going to need that for some bales, or at least for some wheat for animals. Or do I need a bigger field for that? I need a bigger field for soybean, definitely, because I want to make some money on that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put oilseed rape, I think, in field 2. Do that first. You won't see me do that one, but then I'll move on to other ones because I think it was this one I was cultivating last. Otherwise it gets boring watching the same fields being done every time. God, this is awesome. Field 2 is done. I'm heading down towards the farm because I'm going to do the field that I bought next to the farm with wheat, and I'm going to do the field I created myself with soybean, but that will be on day 3 of spring. So I'm going to do the wheat one first. You notice as well at the front I've gone back for standards, well, say standards, wide tyres rather than the twins. I don't know if I like the look of it with twins on. I know it serves a purpose, but it just, I don't know, for me it was, I don't know, I don't have an excuse, it just didn't look right. This thing's got plenty of punch to it. I can't remember the last time I used a T8. It was probably on FS15. I don't remember using one on 17. I've done contracting missions and stuff like that with it on, but I don't think I've ever bought one. What I'm also thinking here, looking across, that sounds great. Is I can clear some of this and make this field bigger. It's not as undulating. It's a little bit over here, I guess, but I could definitely make this field bigger. Maybe that's the next challenge. Even if it's just this section here. I'm not sure how long the fence line goes there, but I could definitely make it bigger this way. I might transfer my logging operation over here, and the logging here won't be for profit, it will be to enlargen the field. It's worth bearing in mind. So, let's open this up. Switched it to wheat, so we should be good to go. Just trying to work out roughly how far over do I need to be. About there. Let's have a look. About that. Turn it on. Drop it down. And let's get going. That's almost perfect. Almost. Pick a point on the vehicle that I can line up with the edge. I'm thinking the top of the handle, the black handle. If I keep that lined up with the edge, that should keep that there. That should work out just about right. Corners might be a little bit trickier, but if I try and do the same theory, line it up. I'll put an arrow to it now. That's what I want to keep lined up. If I keep that lined up there, let's get the cruise control on. That, not bad, not bad. Well, there we go. So, a bit of seeding needs to be done. The next step. Now, my West Coast map is carrying on without seasons. I know I've done a couple on that, and I need to do a couple on this. I'll be bouncing between the two. I'm trying to use different vehicles, different styles. This is much bigger machinery, a lot of money from logging and that kind of thing, whereas the West Coast is slightly smaller machinery, bit of contracting work. You know, I'm trying to get a bit of a difference. That's the plan anyway. And using the seasons mod is a whole different way of thinking. So I'm trying to work out, once I've seeded these, or this field, until tomorrow I can't seed the next one. I could do some more forestry to try and make this field bigger. Let's raise that up. Trying to work out how best to do this bit. Come right up into the bushes, that's probably the best bet. And raise it. Okay, right. So I'm assuming what I'm going to have to do every now and again is probably speed through a little bit, speed up time, because there will be, until I get the farm kind of established and I've got animals and all that kind of stuff, there are going to be days where I haven't got anything to do, realistically, just odd jobs and things like that. So I always find the outside turn a lot harder than an inside turn because it doesn't always follow properly. So what I might have to do is go back when I'm done and check that. Next time around the field I'll do it out of cab so we can have a look at the wonderful scenery and see how badly I'm doing at this. Plenty of mirrors. This isn't struggling too much speed wise. There's a couple of little hills on this it hasn't really had too much bother with. What I am going to do, let's come to there, stop, lift and go around to the other side rather than come across that top bit. Fantastic, right. So I can probably get away with coming over a bit further, only because I was looking at the leading edge of that, of the cedar, and the rear bit is wider, so I probably could have come further over. If I look at that now and then pop in cab, if I can just get that just right, about there maybe. What can I look at? Oh yeah, it's only just a little bit off. Still got my beacons on, not too sure why. So I guess using the seasons mod, when you're doing a let's play, there's going to be a lot more of whole jobs being done. Normally I'll kind of bounce through jobs, I'll do time lapses, that kind of thing, but I guess to start off with, that's not going to be needed. The other thing that dawned on me, I haven't got a harvester. Not that I need it yet, I'm not going to need it till the summer, or maybe even towards autumn, but that's going to be a big expense. So we'll need to think about that as well. But having a 12-metre seeder is going to make life a lot easier and a lot quicker. I know that, again, like I said, there are bigger ones, there are wider ones. With the machinery I've got, I could have got away with some of the ones from the big bud pack. But I have used some of those before. I wanted to try something a little bit different, so I might well get part way through this and think, you know what, I will change. Don't necessarily need to, but I could do. I'm actually wondering whether or not it's worth buying another field. I was sticking some barley in it. Who knows? Right, I'm going to carry on, and I shall see you once this field is complete. I do seem to be beset with dilemmas. Field 52 I've just finished sowing, and I thought I'd have a look at and see what contracts are available around. Field 51 is right next to Field 52, as kind of would make sense. It's not a huge size field, but it needs seeding, and the seeding option it gave me a minute ago was a 43-minute contract that only made you 6,000, and I know the prices have all been adjusted with regard to seasons mod now, so you don't get a bonus anymore. You just get the price it's paid, and they're more realistic. And when you think about it, that says 15 minutes. That's going to take me about 7, and it's going to make me over £2,000. In real life, if they paid you £2,000 for 7 minutes work, yeah, you wouldn't turn your nose up at it. So it is a more realistic pricing system. But then your mind starts saying to yourself, but if I was logging, how much money could I make logging instead in 15 minutes? And that's where my mind's at the moment. I know it's wrong, but you know what? I want to do one. Let's help out a neighbour. Plus get to use the quad track, which is epic. Let's open that out. Turn it on, drop it down. And let's go. Obviously you're not going to see the whole contract, it's 7 minutes long. But you might do, I suppose. And then that's a whole episode of just seeding. But I thought it's nice, different bit of machinery, helping out the neighbours, that kind of thing. Now this is another one of those ones. If you buy this field, plough it onto that field, you know, there are lots of options. That's what I do like about this map. The Valley of the Old Farm is, I mean, most maps you get, there are loads of options. Obviously you can do whatever you want on them. You can plough out fields, you can not plough out fields, you can plough fields together. You know, you could take a big field and make it into 4 smaller ones if you really wanted to. I don't know many people that do smaller fields out of larger fields, but you could if you wanted to. But I don't know with this one, it just seems to have kind of, I don't know, more possibilities. I don't know, it sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? So I could have bought one of these seeders, the Condor. It's a Condor, isn't it? I think it's the Condor. The Amazon Condor, yeah. It's a nice seeder, don't get me wrong. I think this one's a, is this one a 14? Or is this a 12 as well? Less slots. It's a bit, well, I say it's a bit longer. It isn't actually compared to the Evo, the HORSCH Evo. But I have used this before. I think I used this one law folds, I think. I'm losing track. In my mind, I think, yeah, I've used it. I know I've used this one already. But I'm trying to think back when that was. And I know some of you are kind of fairly recent to the channel, and you probably won't have seen law folds. You might have gone back, you might have watched a few, I don't know. And that's what I have to keep telling myself, is that not everybody has watched all of them. So when I start using different bits of equipment, in my head I think, I've used this already. But you may not have seen me use it, so... So I suppose that's the other alternative. When you've got a bit of downtime, especially like Season 1, doing contracts, doing bits and bobs in between. Once the farm's up and running and established, you're going to be rushed off your feet, I would imagine, with seeding and cultivating and then harvesting and then tending to the animals and trying to keep up with everything, I would imagine, will then become incredibly difficult. This first season, because I don't have that many fields, it really isn't. It seems quite sedate at the moment, but I dare say that will all change. And then I'll wish I was back here again. I suppose the beauty is now there's not a time bonus. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Nice leatherly, leatherly. I can't even speak anymore. Nice leisurely drive in the countryside. And there we go, a cool £2,065. That seemed quite easy. Now, I did just say about doing a field of barley. How much is this field going for? 181,000. 2.43 hectares. Yeah, gone. Don't know who I was convincing then. Yeah, it's mine. I've got another field. Brilliant. We are building up some real estate. Nice. Now, the thing about this, let me just check. In here, growth, they are both growing now. They are seeded. 2 fields seeded, barley and wheat. Nice. Oh yeah, 3. And OSR. Field 56A, my field just here, will have soybean put in it once the temperature comes up a little bit. Very nice indeed. But soil composition, yeah, that's going to need some more. That will need a fertilizer, spraying, spreading at some point, possibly weeding, and then next season that's going to need ploughing out. Yeah, one of those things. Not to worry, not the end of the world. It just won't yield as highly as it could, but that'll do. I've got to traipse back over to my tractor now. So now I really have depleted my funds. I've got 903,000 still left in the bank. I mean, you know, when I say depleted my funds, I'm not down to my last pound or anything like that, you know. I should be okay, at least until tomorrow. So I'm honestly now racking my brains thinking, what do I do next? Because until anything starts to, until tomorrow I can't do 50. Why do I keep forgetting that? 56, isn't it? Yeah, 56A. 52's just been done. Until anything comes through the ground, I can't fertiliser, spread, spray or weed. 51 will be the same. I've done the grass fields. Got no animals to tend to. I've got nothing else I need to do. Oh, I do love the sound of that. I may need to go back to timber. It's a bit of a worry. Don't really want to bite the bud. I can't cut any grass yet, so I don't think I can get a first cut. Okay, oh, there's. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure I can't. There's no point buying sheep yet because I can't give them anything. I give them water, but they need to have grass to be more productive. So that's not going to work yet. Where shall I put this? This is quite a big bit of machinery. This series there will be a lot of me talking to myself, interspersed with bits of farming here and there. Where shall I put it? I wonder if I can reverse it into that barn there for the time being, at a slight angle, a slightly jaunty angle, like so. That way it's protected, it's out of the way. Maybe some more contracting. That might be the order of the day. If I do any forestry, I'll do it off screen, because you've seen me do a good couple of episodes of that. One of logging, one of wood chipping. I do need to move the equipment. Cool, muddy puddles. I'll never get bored of that. Yeah, so maybe a bit of contracting. Right, okay. Let's part this up. I'm building my fleet. It's a nice tractor. Very nice tractor. I'll just go and make a cup of tea, put my feet up. Oh, check the chickens. There must be some eggs by now, surely. Surely there's some eggs by now. Oh yes, whoa. Awesome, right, well. There we go, some eggs. That's actually not too bad at all. Right, let's close that. Don't want them getting away, do we? Right, a contract. I need to do some work. I need to do something. If it's not for me, it needs to be for someone else. I am up just to the west of field 56 and 55, the area which I logged extensively earlier on. I was going around looking for contracts to do, and it suddenly dawned on me, I've moved my logging operation. The wood chipper's gone from just ahead of me here, and that's now over near the farm, that area that I said I will probably start logging to try and expand the field maybe. So I'm going to move the logging operation over. I did clear a few trees just over there, and I'm going to need to get the stump grinder up just to grind the stumps out. But what I thought was, looking in here, if I go down to sugarbeet I can plant now as well. It's a good enough temperature for sugarbeet. So I'm going to need sugarbeet for feeding to the pigs if and when I get pigs. So I thought, well, why not? I might as well prepare the ground. Why go and buy a field when I can just do one in an area I've already cleared? I'm trying to follow a flattish area. It's going to be a strange shaped field, but sugarbeet yields quite highly. It yields high, whichever. So the field doesn't have to be huge, but if I can just kind of follow around this top flatter area, and like I say, it hasn't got to be a particularly usual shape or anything like that. It really doesn't matter. Just get a load of sugarbeet in the ground. Get the ground prepared, get it fertilised, and get some sugarbeet in. That to me, I know it seems a bit weird, but I just kind of thought, well, why not? The amount of sugarbeet I'm likely to get off of here will be plenty for the pigs for a while, because only 5% of their feed is root crops. The majority of their feed is corn. But I might as well get the ball rolling. I was racking my brains thinking, what am I going to do? But making my own field, why not? Like I say, it's a weird shape, weird size, doesn't matter. Got plenty of room here, I can do whatever I like. Unconventional, yes, but hey. Why not? So, now just do the rest. Let's get cruise control on. Get a bit of wheel slip, I think. Should put a front weight on it really, but this forestry is paying off rather well. I'm making the money from the trees, I'm clearing the land, I'm giving myself space to put my own fields in. So much as yes, I can buy fields, and I have just bought one in 51, I don't need a big field for sugarbeet. If I did loads of sugarbeet, then I'd just sell it, and it doesn't pay very well. So, yeah. So I need to get up here with the stump grinder, grind out the stumps a little bit further over, get up here with a fertiliser spreader, cultivator, and then I might need to lease. I do need to buy the other type of seeder. So I suppose, yeah, a bit of logging off screen, make a bit more money. Or I could just buy it now and then make the money afterwards, get the other seeder, get some sugarbeet in the ground. Certainly gives me a few jobs to do. So in a moment, this field will be done. For you, as quick as a flash. For me, yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer. So here we have it, almost done. Just cultivating. I will give it a fertiliser spread just to help out a bit. This will be, I won't remember this because I never do. This will be 55A. I've got 56A is the one I did just over there. This is just to the west of 55, so this will be 55A. Like I say, that won't be remembered, of course, because I'm terrible. I have to write it down. But that is the end of another episode. Next episode, I'll get some sugar beet in the ground here. I'm also going to need a different seeder then to do that. So new seeder will be needed. Between now and then, I'm sure I'm going to do a bit more forestry over by the farm to clear that area to maybe expand that field. Again, we shall see, or I might just do forestry somewhere else. Who knows what craziness may ensue next time. But thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.